The Dream Scourge has driven people to the city. Means more bandits on the road. Hey, that looks like a totem to your burned queen.
Paradise can be a nice place, if you know the right people.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
Is this what it's like to travel with an envoy? I can get used to this.
Murderers!
How awful.
I don't like how cozy the Clavigers got into the adherents. That High Inquisitor especially bothers me.
That's Horizon.
Every sailor knows. A gift for... Don't forget to dust your shoes off.
Oh, Sky Mother, Queen of Birds, forgive me. I promise to never, ever, ever run afoul of you again. Forgive me. I meant no offense.
Militia headquarters. Stay on their good side, and we won't have to go in.
Hail. Welcome to my shop, envoy. Have I... Yeah, I've lived here my entire life. So did my parents and their parents before them. Couldn't tell you. Been so long the family's forgotten. Don't really care, honestly. We keep the city safe as best we can. Happy?
Wish they had a back entrance.
O great queen that was, have your sway over this new land.
Welcome, envoy. You look well.
Oh, bless my soul, the Adiran envoy.
Hey, get around me. You're supposed to check in before...
High market. A haven of op. If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
The Adirans have come quietly. They will not take us by force, but with rules and charters. They will steal our...
Walk in, give her the letter, and go. You can do this. You don't have to say anything. The letter will do the talking for you. Sort of. Maybe you can help. I was seeing this girl, Nasha, down at the bathhouse. I'm sure it was just business at first, but we fell in love. I haven't been in a while, though. And the thing is, I've met someone else. I know. It's the least she deserves. I wrote her a letter, but I'm too cowardly to deliver it. If you're headed that way, would you mind giving it to her? Thank you. I used to wonder why no one talked about this. Now I understand. Nasha should be working right now. The place is called the Mermaid's Den. It's the big one with the balcony and the round window.
The criminal known as Trevik and his crew have been brought to justice on charges of theft from the Valian Trading Company.
Good. You made it back.
If I didn't know better, I'd think you wanted to spend time with me. Don't be a stranger.
You're new around here, aren't you?
Charmed, I'm sure.
Hey, Envoy. Nice weather for waiting around, huh? I can't believe he told you he'd never touched a girl. I'd rather have died. Which isn't to say I haven't touched a girl. I have. Lots of girls. One of them might...
I wish that painter would come by more often.
I hope Elia's all right. I haven't seen her in an age. Are you here to see Juliana? Or can I help you with something else? Belia? But she hasn't come by in a couple of months. Did something? Oh, I understand. Of course, it all makes sense now. That poor girl. She thinks everything that goes wrong is her fault. I'm glad she's found someone. Yes, I did. Just not in the way she thought I did. Or perhaps not in the way she wanted. Thank you for bringing that letter, though. I was worried about her. I'll send one back. That should make her feel better. I miss talking to Belia sometimes, but it's for the best.
Listen, I wanted to talk to you about Juliana. I know you're not asking my opinion, but for what it's worth, I appreciate you understanding her situation. Good. Because it is the dream scourge, not Helia's parsley, that threatens all of us out here. Honestly, I wish more of your countrymen shared your pragmatism and decency. What's on your mind? Night, Envoy.
Alchemist Sapiento de Volva has perfected a potion that revitalizes plants. He seemed hardly disappointed by this result.
Envoy, is it really you? I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel? Not even death can slow you down, I see. But we'll return to the topic of your untimely demise shortly. Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. Captain Cynric said you have a missive for me from the Emperor. Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation. And I can't think of anyone more suited for the job. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles. Trust me, we'll get to that. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities. No doubt some superstitious peasant toiling in the fields. The Living Lands has plenty of both. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire. They were paradisans once, law-abiding laborers. Now, they're fugitives and oath-breakers hiding amongst the populace. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open. I look forward to hearing about it in your report. I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the Living Lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisan rebels must face justice. Ludwig goes where she likes, haunting the Living Lands like a vengeful spirit. She'll reappear when she chooses, and not a moment sooner. Let's make sure to give her some good news for a change.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise. Blend in, for one thing. Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods ever created, even by the standards of the living lands.
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills, the kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins. Especially if they're from the streets of Paradise.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. Oh, before you go, we received a report from Liviana about your condition. Apparently, you're in fine shape. Once your killer has been dealt with, you can come and go as you please. Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it.
Tracking down mysterious assassins with a godlike who returned from death, all while the rumored Dream Scourge spreads. Can't say I'm prepared, but I'm ready.
We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Balrog? Besides, I could use a drink after all this. Wouldn't want their diplomats going hungry or sober.
You're looking well. Wonderful. And how did it go? That's unusual, but strictly speaking, not unhealthy. Anything else? No holding back now. Remember, I'm your healer. No judgments. A natural reflex of having your soul tickled by a professional, but it's perfectly healthy. Your brush with the Beyond has clearly done some harm, but I can't think of a reason not to let you go heal on your own. Just doing my job. If it were up to me, I would keep you here for research purposes, but alas. Come by any time you need to get stitched back together. You know where to find me.
Glad to hear your soul's in one piece. Let's try and keep it that way, all right?
Any injuries I should know about? No?
You're the one they all crow about, eh? Best hunter and guide in all of Dawnshore?
Just Dawnshore? Phew, must be slipping.
You just look like
Sit
a
down.
drunken dwarf.
What do you
to
want?
me. Seen 1,000 of you roaming back home in Adi.
Welcome back. If you want information, I've got it. Just a matter of what you'll pay for it. There's a rumor about a valuable Pargroon stash north of here. You didn't hear that from me, though. I hear there's trouble out in Thirdborn. They're blocking the roads off, and they won't tell anybody why. Some Svef user told me he had a vision out by the eastern ruins. Not sure what that's worth to you. It's getting more expensive to bring produce in from Fjord. Whatever's going on, that doesn't bode well. Suit yourself.
The mighty Marius, deep in his cups, ready to take on the deadliest prey, providing they're asleep at the time.
Right. Take another sip of my cool. Rude not to finish a drink someone bought for you.
No wonder you're hiding behind a mug. You're too worried about being polite to survive out there.
The dwarf there is Marius. Best tracker I know.
I heard you're from Solace Keep. How great a survivor could you be, hiding behind stone walls all your life?
You don't know anything about me, you Adira Nimdut. So maybe go back and take another blessed day sip.
But here you are. Tell me, how does one get kicked out of a place that never lets anyone leave?
Duktetragu sakasat jitule. You want to talk so much, I'll cut you a second mouth across your throat.
Marius can handle himself. Of course, if you're bored, we could always start something anyway. I think this is about to get interesting.
I knew you were blessed in Nimdut the moment I saw you coming. Thought maybe I'd teach you a lesson. So I paid the bartender a few gold to drop a tiny bit of Widow's Kiss into a cup and serve your drink in it. Cramps should be starting in a few minutes, so, if you want to fight, we should go ahead and get started.
He's crafty, but he's no maniac. Just watch.
Oh, I can feel it. Gods. You.
Oh, that is quick. You better get to a healer before the poison spreads to your brain.
You wait, Marius. I'll be back. Hopefully.
Well, that was something.
Marius, this is the infamous Adiran envoy. Envoy? Marius.
Well, any friend of Kai's is definitely a person. No. It's been a while since someone new moved here. Most of the other hunters already know better. If I'm not mistaken, you're looking for someone to help find the people who killed you.
Hey, I told you, he's an excellent tracker.
You haven't exactly been low-key, have you? I need to see the scene of the crime, over by the town gates. I promise there's something left there we can use to track them. The assassins wouldn't go near that place anytime soon. And you don't have to worry much about people cleaning up in this town. We'll figure this out, Amakul. Don't you worry.
Isoxados.
Now, why would I want to leave a mark right by that pile of crates?
Envoy, we've got a situation over here.
Oh, good. You came over. Glad to see you're up and about.
For fuck's sake, can we move this along? I don't have all day.
The same thing we deal with every day. Most of us are off searching for the ones who attacked you. That leaves us short-handed, so people like her try to sneak in. I caught this one, but I have to check her cart for contraband. There's a lot to dig through. Find anything? Find anything? I knew you were hiding something. You'd better have an ironclad explanation for this.
I don't know anything. Someone's trying to set me up.
Thanks for the help, Envoy. I think I can handle it from here.
Right here. This is where the envoy fell.
If it were me, I'd take the shot from up there above the embassy. Let's see if we can get up there. Over here. Look. Smells familiar, but I can't place it. Whatever it is, it's not used for game hunting or keeping beasts out of your garden. The apothecary might know more. That's where I'd look.
Seems like a good place to start.
It tells us they were hunting you. Whoever did this takes pride in their work. They made sure this stuff would kill you. Go back to the market and up the stairs to the east. You'll see a large building with a big window on top.
The Mermaid's Den. Nice place. We should say hello to Juliana while we're there.
The apothecary is in the back alley. Any luck? We could track down who made this poison. Find your killers.
Guess the deer and discipline doesn't apply to pest control.
This one's mine. That's one for us.
With any luck, the assassin will be as bad at hiding their tracks as they were at making sure you stay dead.
Stand back.
I don't think the new owners like company.
Show me what you got!
That's the apothecary you're looking for.
I'm telling you, there's no coin left.
Huh. Aren't you the outlander who died in the streets? How are you... Gah, it doesn't matter.
You've got to help. He's gonna hurt me again.
Everyone take a deep breath. No one is hurting anyone else today. Right?
You seem to like beating up on little guys. Want to take a run at me?
Listen to me, dead man. What happens here does not concern you. Walk away.
He's been shaking me down for half my earnings, but now I can't afford to feed my family.
Take it easy. He's gonna walk away and leave you in peace, right?
Unless you want another arrow in your guts, turn around and leave us to our business. Fuck off. I'm not intimidated by an Imperial lapdog who dropped like a sack of rocks the second he set foot in the city. This is getting tiresome. I wasn't really gonna hurt the apothecary, but I'm really, really gonna hurt you.
Last person I know who did it died with her boots full of saka.
Well, I heard the godlike have gold in their bellies. We can't both be right, so let's see who's wrong. Stand still, Outlander. This is gonna hurt.
Take him down.
Get him!
Oh, no.
This time, you're gonna stay dead.
Just when I thought this would be too easy.
Okay. That's Thala. Really stepped in the sun.
Slow her down.
It's over.
Not bad, Marius.
Envoy, thank you for dealing with those miscreants. There's a plague on these streets, and they are a symptom.
A gang of bullies shaking down honest folk? Seems more like the cause to me.
It's no more dangerous here than anywhere else. It's just that monsters here have knives instead of fangs.
You even killed Thala, the biggest, baddest of them all. The Sparrowhawks are gonna come after you. They don't. That's the problem. You don't have to come to my defense. No one sticks their neck out for anyone in these parts. It's not easy running a business in Paradise. But it can be profitable if you invest in some protection. That gang was not my wisest investment.
This is why you always ask for references.
You would need protection if you'd stop doing things that make people want to kill you.
What'll it be today, Envoy? I know you didn't come for herbal remedies. Poison? Let me take a look. Wait, I recognize that from my wares. It's oil distilled from Santa Torre, a berry native to the Living Lands.
Relax. We're not here for you. You couldn't have known how it would be used, right?
You better start naming names, Amakul, before my friend here starts to get vengeful.
Please, I can't be seen talking to you. You need to get out of here right now. If word got around that I was ratting my clients out to the adherents, it'd be the end of me. I hate carrying a debt. Just don't tell anyone you learned it from me. The truth is, I never saw the customer's face. They wore a hood. A monk's cowl, I believe. But I can tell you that Santa Torre is used in religious rituals. Prophets and seers will do anything to leave their bodies. I have nothing to hide. Not anymore. Just talking to you has put me at odds with Paradise. I have no wish to be at odds with Adir as well.
If you want mystic types, you want to go visit the Temple of Andra. Probably the only reason you'd want to go there.
On the other hand, Claviger Amond was cozy with plenty of mystics and oddballs. We could check out his estate for clues.
Go past the Hightown Gate to the north, then follow the road eastward until you reach the statue of Andra. Look, most Paradisans don't like the adherents. We've been here for generations and we knew how to handle our own. Adir changed that, and not for the better. Some of us have been more wronged by Adir than others. Well, wronged by the Steel Garrote. They're a minority of Paradisans, but they're willing to kill to strike back at Adir, even at an Imperial envoy.
You got Adir in order in our chaos. Some people don't like being forced to follow a new set of rules.
I hope that I've been able to assist you in some small way. Good luck in your investigation, Envoy.
A poisoner from one of the temples. So much for the gods working through miracles and mysteries.
The pleasure is all mine, Envoy. What'll it be today, Envoy?
You take lead.
Who's there? Ah, gotcha!
Let's go.
He was a
you gotta get our
and
leader.
you killed him!
Right flank!
Hey, hold it! Turn around.
Left leg!
Here we go! And you killed him! You can just take out our leader!
Watch your back!
Envoy, to your left!
If you'd like to be useful, I could use another drink.
Not to worry, Envoy. God, bastards.
You startled me.
Here's where the rats live. Reasonable rent if you can get it. These have been boarded up since the lockdown started. Nice place for thieves to hide out. No one lives there at the moment. I guess the Clavenger didn't like having neighbors.
Well, that didn't take long.
I'm coming for you. Found
Watch the left!
Nice work.
Once I got drunk and lost back here looking for the chamber pot. I aiming through the best parts. I'm starting to see why Eamon was going gray all of a sudden. If there's anything worth finding, it'll be in here.
The housekeeping isn't what it used to be.
Well, there you have it.
So, Claviger Amon not only knew about the rebels, he also gave them access to a hideout in the cistern. None. I knew he was protective of Paradise, but I never would have dreamed he'd get in bed with organized rebels. Look, everyone who settles in the Living Lands comes from somewhere, but until recently, those settlers have been people, not nations. But when Adir built an embassy and filled it with dignitaries and troops, some started to worry that your laws and governors would follow.
Right, all of that. Don't forget why we're here. You hired me to hunt the rebels down, and now we know where they are. The cistern beneath the Temple of Andra. Good place for a hidden base. It sits just below the city, where the people and patrols will never look.
Maybe we should bring reinforcements. I bet Heelguard would be happy to spare some of his guards, if we ask nicely.
They'd only slow us down. Besides, any fighting we do in the cistern will be close quarters.
On to the Temple of Andra, then. It's east of here, just across the canal, in the plaza with the big statue.
Right. After you.
Paradis! Do not be afraid of any plague. With one drop of my miracle elixir, your soul will remain safe.
Lady of Lament, grant us your strength. Very bold of you to take the burdens of others. I hope they serve you well. Welcome to the Temple of Andra.
Safe to say, Andra's got a wealthy patron here somewhere.
Hail. You're back.
Meh. Nice place.
Don't mind Marius. The only gardens where he comes from are full of mushrooms.
Hail.
This is where the assassins are hiding. Temple seems like an odd choice.
Welcome to the temple. Hail and well met. The Temple of Andra is open to all. Oh, you must be the Adiran envoy. How wonderful to meet a godlike in our holy sanctum. I take it you're here on official business. Thankfully, no. Only the faithful and the devout come through here. Always have and always will. My goodness, no! People say they're outlaws blending in with honest citizens. Killers and cutpurses of the lowest sort. But why ask me about the... Wait, you're not implying that I'm involved with that lot, are you? Envoy, you're describing most of the district, plus anyone with access to a robe. This has exhausted my patience. A temple is no place for an interrogation. Shit. Let me guess. He wrote it all down? The Claviger was far too trusting. Probably what got him killed. All right. If you're willing to listen, then I'm willing to talk.
Nice work, Envoy.
Yes, I'm with the Resistance. We have a responsibility to defy your empire, to protect our way of life. For some of us, that means hiding in plain sight, passing messages between contacts, playing a role. For others, it's kill or be killed. Ask me anything you like, but be warned. You aren't ready for the answers. To be left alone. Paradis was fine without Adir. Your empire inserted itself where there was no need. You've impoverished us. Turned my brothers and sisters into beggars, squatting outside our own city walls. Egwulf, a powerful man, but not in the way Adir understands power. When he knocks an arrow, the gods hold their breath. If you think you can reason with him, don't bother. You have nothing he wants. None of them are the Emperor's plaything. You must be special, and not in a good way. I have nothing more to say to you. If you're so eager to die again, the one you want is downstairs in the cistern, no doubt sharpening his blade. The door is on the wall to your left. And why would I do something idiotic like that? You see everything at its worst. Gods, just look at what the Empire has done to you. Fine. I'll contact the embassy myself. Maybe this doesn't have to be the end.
Stale air, thick darkness, and... smell that peels your eyes back. Reminds me of home.
No, I just skipped a bath.
Rebels ahead. Stay alert.
Right behind you.
Nice! What was that?
Here we go. Take your best shot. Coming from your right.
These people aren't trained assassins. They're just regular people with weapons.
You're trying to kill us. What else do you need to know?
Watch out. Pressure plates on the floor.
If you want help burning through that, just
pressure plates.
I was just getting warmed up.
You know what that web means. Be ready.
More Blessed Day spiders. Wait to Mayo.
Aye, aye.
Ready, aim. Unseen, unheard.
Here they come. Here we go.
Another one!
Still recovering.
What about these spiders? Are they threatening enough for you?
The spiders are just trying to survive. Maybe these people are too.
Gods, not this saga again.
I sense a Marius lecture coming. That key opens the big double doors we saw on the way here.
Remember that time in Emerald Stair? You let that thief take all our supplies.
He was starving. I wasn't gonna kill a man over a few rations.
We needed our supplies. We almost died without them.
True.
You let your heart get in the way of your survival.
When did you become a poet?
Just Blessed Day now. Like it?
Still needs work.
moment.
That key has to belong to that door over there.
Why would you waste time building a deadly trap? Over there, the lever. Probably blades. How good it does from here.
Didn't think that one through, did he? You're still mad about that thief, but we made it back to town, even without our supplies.
Not the blessed eight point. You see a threat, you stop that threat. You don't give it your rations.
You think everyone's out to get you. This is why you don't have more friends.
Eyes open. Who's there? Convoy's here. Weapons not doing the job. Good fight.
So, would you have killed that thief for taking our stuff?
Shh, Nimdut. Someone's up ahead.
Where'd that come from? After them!
Good one!
You're not getting away.
I would have sent that thief on his way, without our Bleste supplies.
Then he would have died.
How do you know? We didn't.
Get ready. My money says our assassin's on the other side of that door.
So it is true. You're alive. You're truly alive.
Spoken like an assassin who's confident in his work.
But how could this be? I killed you. The gods had something else in mind for you. Stay your weapon, please. Hear me. Let me speak for Paradise. Then you can decide if we part as friend or as foe. Envoy, I killed you because the people of Paradise have suffered under the boot of Adir. For better or worse, yes. Though that ended when he went into the wilderness with your ambassador. I didn't, though that is where your mind went, isn't it? In any case, it was not the Clavager's death that made me decide to kill you. It was because your face came to me in a dream. A vision I believed was sent from the gods. Your face was as clear in my mind as it appears to me now. You were standing under the sign of Adir. Your feet became roots and reached deep into the soil, wrapping round Ardra in the darkness. I took the vision as a call to kill you in the hopes that I might stop Ardea from conquering this land. No. The gods spared you for a reason. And I have faith in the gods. I cannot imagine what the gods want for us, but you are at the center of it. The proof stands before me.
There's definitely something. It's written all over your face.
The only thing standing before us is a bunch of well-armed people. Let's take this slow. No sudden movements.
The gods aren't finished with you yet. You tell me, godlike. You have me cornered, but I will not hesitate to defend myself. Cowardice is not our way. My fate is in your hands. Do with it what you will.
Normally, I'd say if someone tries to kill you once, don't give them a chance to do it again. But I think he's actually come around to something. It's rare to see a real change of heart. Rarer still to have the opportunity to give someone a second chance. Don't squander it.
If you spare him, he'll just kill you again. I doubt you'll get a second chance. Not a huge fan of cold-blooded murder. We survive by removing threats, and this guy is a threat.
If you're guided by the hearts of your companions, then they too serve the gods. You mean it? You have no thirst for vengeance, no righteous desire for justice?
Not the path I'd take. But hey, I only get to die once.
You're really letting us go? I will. Though I doubt anyone will believe me. Thank you, Envoy. If our paths are meant to cross again, let it be in peace.
Big mistake, Envoy. He killed you once. He'll do it again.
When a warrior acts with honor, we mark the occasion with a gift, and in my case, an apology. Please, accept both.
Free. The hair forgives. The tide ends on the placid shore. We learn, we twine.
You know, it's harder to keep you alive if you keep setting free all the people who want to kill you.
Relax, Marius. If he wanted the envoy dead, I doubt he'd send us away with presents. Impressive. I'm starting to see why your Emperor trusts you.
not succumb to fear, friends. Protect yourselves against this fire.
With all due respect, Captain, you have no jurisdiction over the Paradise Militia.
This building is a Deering property. You'll...
Claviger Amond allowed these interlopers onto our streets. And where did it get him? Slain! Murdered!
The Claviger deserved better!
The gods will make them pay!
You might want to consider not washing your clothes in safflower oil.
I hate to break it to you, but regular laundry is a common courtesy when you're traveling with a group.
No, it's fine. If you feel the need to wash your clothes, go right ahead. Just use something else.
Sweat.
It's not every day you get to deal with the person who killed you. And since you set them free, you get to deal with them again sometime in the future. What part? The part where you set free an assassin who succeeded at killing you once already? Right, must be that part. Anyway, it doesn't matter what I think. You found the assassin, and you're still alive, which means well done, Marius. Anyway. Right. What do you want to know? Lovely place, as the Living Lands goes. I advise most people to stay around here if they're looking to settle. Paradise isn't the safest place in the world, but it is the safest place in the lands. Walls and guards go a long way out here. Other than that, you've got bits of forest, grasslands, some caves, cliffs, and all sorts of things to get you into trouble. This is the easiest place to survive in the Living Lands. Enjoy it while it lasts. Let's see. Normally you look for some shelter first. Cut down a few small trees, gather moss to keep the wind out. Nothing too elaborate. With so little tree cover, you want to keep moving. The reeds near the coast make great fibers for rope, so you can lash branches together and make a decent roof. Of course, we're always moving, so we just make a quick camp and carry on. So you don't have to worry about all that. Huh. Heard an envoy from Adir showed up and got himself killed. Other than that, nothing. Honestly, I don't listen out for gossip much. I don't know what to tell you. Right. Good talk. No offense, but you leave a pretty wide trail, Envoy. I mean that anyone who wanted to track you down would just have to follow the murmurs and gawkers in your wake. An Adiran official who's new in town turns a lot of heads, especially when they're traveling with a Nimdude like Kai. Stick with Kai. You'll find out. Well, we've worked together in the past. It was mostly him crashing blindly through the weeds after I advised him not to. We found your assassin. Maybe I can help you avoid being killed again in the future. My guess is you'll need a guide once you leave Paradise, too. They say I'm the best there is. Merci, Envoy. I'll make myself at home. Anyway, enough chat. I'm sure you have things to do.
Not everyone warrants an assassination attempt, you know. You should be flattered. Not at all. He was even more in awe of you when we found him in the cistern. And you really had him at a loss when you let him go. Me too, for that matter. Don't get me wrong, I'm impressed. Not many in your position would have let him walk away. I think the Living Lands has a way of wringing the tenderness out of those who survive it. Even though most of us come here looking for a second chance, it's rare that we offer one. Why'd you do it? Clever. Though I suspect he and his followers will scatter to the winds after this. I'm afraid we haven't seen the last of this conflict, though. Eagwolf isn't the only hothead in the Living Lands, and he's certainly not the only one with his hackles up about all you Adira newcomers. And Ludwig and the Steel Garrote are only making matters worse. They're a match to a powder keg. Your ambassador and the rest of the Adiran forces have been dragging the frontier, kicking and screaming towards order and civilization. All the things that half of us moved here to escape. Then, one day, Ludwig and the Steel Garrote show up to reinforce the Adiran presence, and they're as harsh as Wodaka herself. Could be both. It remains to be seen whether Ambassador Hilgard and Ludwig are rowing in the same direction. But I fear there's trouble on the horizon, especially if the Steel Garrote's tactics win out. Like it or not, their differences could make trouble for you, especially since the Steel Garrote is here under Adir's flag. And I worry about what that means for the rest of us. Just thinking about Claviger Amon. I let him down. I've let a few people down over the years. But I did promise someone once that I'd do my part to look after all of us riffraff who've made a home here. My best chance of doing that is helping you investigate this plague and keep a lid on tensions. And, hopefully, fend off any future assassination attempts. The feeling's mutual. It's nice to share a campfire again. I think that's enough doom and gloom for one night, don't you? Sleep easy, Envoy. As best you can. Rebellion's more like our natural state of being in the living lands. People on the island don't much like being told what to do. In fact, many come here specifically for that reason. And the Steel Garrote. Ludwig and her paladins have been busy in the hinterlands. It's all rumor and speculation, but I don't think they're making your cause any friends. If they're here under your banner, people will see their actions as representing you. I don't like to gossip.
Since when?
Okay, I like fun gossip. They say she's hunting down so-called agitators, flattening entire settlements that stand in her way. Of course, all the news reaching Paradis is jumbled together. Stories about the Dream Scourge, the Steel Garrote, and the weird happenings that are almost commonplace around here. So it's hard to say what's true. Maybe so. But she's also confirming fears that Adir's mission is more than diplomatic. I don't know that these rebels are all that organized yet. But where there's foam, there's rocks, as the saying goes. I'll be here if you need me. Look, Marius, if you ever want to talk about it.
Haze, mirrors, we have touched something like your dreams before. Our roots entwine, but we cannot linger here long. We must know. A killer freed, a predator returned to the woods. He bled and forgave. Why? Should he not suffer for your pain? Compassion for the snake. He killed our beloved, our weeds tangled. This is not our way. A dam broke. We wept in the dark when your soul slipped away. We feared for you, felt your agony. We could not forgive. We bide our time. We wait. Wake now. We have tending to do.
Tell me you brought good news. Oh, Envoy, you return. And you brought a friend. Ambassador Heelguard, at your service.
Always nice to meet an Adiran who isn't trying to goad me into a fight.
What of these rebels? The streets are full of rumors, but your word is the only one I trust. You... what?
Can't wait to hear how you spin this tale.
Envoy, tell me this isn't true. Well, that wasn't your decision to make.
You did put him in charge.
We needed to answer this challenge with blood. Don't you see what this will do to our credibility? Thanks to you, these rebels will continue to undermine our work in the Living Lands without resistance or fear. Worse still, now everyone knows our flank is exposed. Oh my gods, Ludwig is going to eat us alive. She will do the talking. The best we can do is grovel.
She sounds like a wonderful person.
There's nothing to be done. All we can do is brace for the inevitable, though it may damn us in the end. Oh, yes, that. I'm sending you to Fior Messi Verno, a community of Valian expatriates deep in Emerald Stair. The Animancers may have some knowledge of the Dream Scourge already. Learn whatever you can from them. Nor should you be. Animancers draw power from the spirit world. Their dark research can twist, break, even corrupt the very soul. The Empire has no tolerance for Animancers, and with good reason. Their work is dangerous, heretical. Animancers tinker on souls using clever inventions and ancient pillars of Ardra, siphoning essence like honey from a hive. They want to change reality as we know it, make us live longer, or cause barren lands to grow. For all I know, they might be onto something. Or, with a single miscalculation, they might destroy us all. Well, you know what they say about the enemy of my enemy? Animancers may be an unpredictable sort, but they are scholars and keenly aware of their environment. Make no mistake, the Empire's at war with the Dream Scourge, and we need allies on our side. Would that I were certain of anything these days. I won't ask you to put your soul on the line, but I am asking you to make connections, to seek help wherever we can find it. If you have any further questions before I dispatch you to Emerald Stair, now would be the time. My sources tell me the Dream Scourge is a plague of the soul, and souls are their trade. If we have anything in common with Animancers, it's a shared interest in curing the Dream Scourge. Answers. Nothing more. We need all the help we can get, even if it means appealing to Animancers. I believe that covers everything. Governor Vidaro will be your first point of contact. I'm told he's barely keeping the community in order. Seek him out if you need direction. Good hunting, Envoy.
Hilgard. Why is it that whenever I hear your name, it's because you've disgraced the Empire?
No, strangling light. Keep her away.
Ooh, that doesn't sound good.
Inquisitor Ludwig. So kind of you to join us.
While you brood over the Dream Scourge, this island is coming apart at the seams.
Stay your wrath. Allow me to present the Adiran Envoy, dispatched by the Emperor himself, to aid us in our time of need.
As does yours. Let me deal with him, and I will get back to you shortly. I can't believe you troubled the Emperor to send an envoy. Haven't you done enough to flaunt your incompetence?
Under the circumstances, I thought it might be...
Silence! You busy yourself with the Dream Scourge. A mere fever and chills, leaving the real work to me. Even if that were to happen, the living will replace the dead. We will ship them in by the hundreds to fill the empty houses.
Oh, gods, Ludwig.
I have scoured this island and faced the truths from which you cower. The Living Lands is on the brink of total collapse, and you have ignored the discontent in your own city. Now, the Envoy's killer roams free, unpunished, spreading word of our ineptitude.
The blame is mine, and mine alone.
Awfully generous for the ambassador to take the fall like that. I wonder when this will come back to bite us.
We should be better than this. Leading by example. This island has seen nothing but us at our weakest. What say you? I've been saying this all along, but his solution was to go over my head, to summon help from across the known world.
If you're done eviscerating me, you'll be interested to learn I'm sending the envoy to the Animancers of Emerald Stair.
You are ridiculous. Emerald Stair is under assault by the very wilderness it claims to have conquered. The Animancers cling to pride and tradition even as they dig their own graves. At least one of us hasn't abandoned hope. Clearly, I've wasted my time with you, Ambassador. From now on, I will break the frontier on my own terms. You are free to disagree with my methods, but you cannot stop me. As for you, Envoy, farewell.
That ought to send a message. Just not sure it's the message they want to send.
She is going to be a problem. She'll mount your head on one of those points if you aren't careful. Put her out of your mind. The Dream Scourge is more than enough for us to chew on, at least for now. Since Liviana gave you a clean bill of health, you're officially cleared to leave for Emerald Stair. Fair warning, Animanters and Adirians don't mix well. Their kind can be a tad unhinged. A fair point. No one survives this place without losing a little sanity along the way.
They're a fun bunch. Crazy, but fun.
Wonderful. Now I have to keep a tight grip on my soul on top of everything else.
Should you cross paths with Ludwig, well, try not to. I have no idea what's gotten into her. Safe travels. I'm told Emerald Stair is beautiful this time of year.
We're done here. We can get to Emerald Stair in no time if we leave now.